Hi everybody, welcome back to HamShackTV. I'm your host Josh, AA4WX. It's Sunday afternoon. We're hanging out with my youngest son Jackson here. Say hello, Jackson. Anyway, wanted to give you all a follow-up to the emergency net. Still don't have much information. We're still digging, still trying to find more information, but I was able to obtain the audio from the entire event that occurred during the Dixie Traders Net. I have truncated part of it to remove stuff that is not necessary, but it is a longer video. Stay with it, and maybe you can find out some information that we potentially missed. Get down in the comments if you do hear something that I missed. If you are looking to get your ham radio license, make sure you check out my friends at Ham Radio Prep, hamradioprep.com, and use coupon code HamShackTV for an additional 10% off their technician, general, or extra class courses. Guys, I'm going to send you over to the video. Hope you have a great day, and subscribe if you're not already. Hit that subscribe button down below. 73s, here is the net.
Alrighty, next check-in, come now. To you, Net, I'll take you. That station before, Net, you're really noisy. Try to move around a little bit, and I'll get right back to you. Hello to you, Net. How you doing, girl?
Hello, Bravo 44, Atlanta, Georgia.
Girl, we appreciate you showing up. We got your card too in the mail. We appreciate that. Take care and hope you have a great weekend, girl. It's always good to hear you and good to talk to you. All right, that other station, go ahead.
Hello, Bravo 44, Atlanta.
Oh, Bravo 4, give me your call sign phonetically. I'm not getting you. Cut off pretty bad. All I got is Kilo Bravo 4, I believe. Try to move around a little bit and try it again.
Kilo Bravo 44, Atlanta, Georgia, copy.
Bravo 4, yeah, we got a copy on you, but you said 44. There's 2 4s in there. You get his call, I believe you said he was in Atlanta, Georgia.
Smells about that call sign. I don't think that's a real call sign, but maybe he's just duplicating the numbers or something. Let's try again. The guy in Atlanta, I believe he was in Atlanta. Give us a call again there, and straighten us up on the call there. We got too many numbers in it.
It sounds to me like somebody with a GMRS license on ham band.
Down that way, doesn't it?
Good.
Okay,
Come back here.
Keep going there. He'll jump back in if he's a ham and he's got a call. He's probably confused. We'll treat him nice and assume the high road. And maybe he's a ham and he just got confused or something. Back to you, Raj. N4IJL. Thank you, Emmett.
All righty, next check-in. Come now. That station says break. Go ahead. Oh, is it an emergency? It says break. Are you having an emergency? Barely understand you. Give me your call sign. You're just not making it. Try to move around a little bit and get back in there if you don't care. We appreciate you and want to talk to you, but you're not making it. All righty, next check-in. Come now.
KBL 44, we're up in a cavern over here.
Again, guys, I'm getting too many in there. Let's try it again. Next check-in. Come now. Dennis, hold on just a second. I believe that's Kim. Kim, is that you?
KBL 44A.
KM44A, that is not a ham call sign.
Roger, you call Fred, so I'm trapped in the cavern.
West Craven Cavern. West Craven Cavern. We're down in a tunnel system here. We're disoriented and lost our way. Copy.
You didn't say that it's down in the cavern and lost their way? That would be an emergency, wouldn't it?
There's two people talking there, Roger. It sounds like they got an emergency situation.
Yeah, we've got the emergency situation. Can you give us some more information? And do we need to call 911? And where are you at?
West Craven tunnel system. We're in a cavern. We're 3 miles down in. We've lost our way here. We're lighting about. We need assistance. Over.
Hey, Johnny, did you get that information?
No clue where West Craven is. Where's the location of West Craven, sir? Go ahead.
West Craven, we came in off of Route 411.
You think you were on Highway Patrol and get that information?
Drop off that we get down into here. No lighting. We need assistance. Copy.
Do you have a cell phone, sir?
And they need assistance, sir. Would you call Highway Patrol or what? Which was, I'm all confused.
I have enough information, actually, Roger. Gentleman that's down in the cavern, do you have some information that we could make contact other than the radio? You have a cell phone or anything with you? Sir, the one that has the emergency, what is your name, sir?
Leave him hanging if we could help him, but I don't know, like you say, we don't have enough information. I guess I'd call the Highway Patrol and tell them about West Craven, is that it?
Not sure of the name.
Yes, Desperate off of 411. I wonder if you're talking about the Lost Cavern.
411, is it called the Lost Cavern?
Roger, this is Beazer. I think he said 3 mile cavern.
All I heard is he said the West Craven tunnel system, and it was on Highway 411. That they were disoriented and could not find their way out of there.
Okay, Scott, stay in there with me just a second. I'm going to get the Highway Patrol on the phone, okay?
All right, I'm right here, Roger.
I'm not finding anything on Google. This is Beazer.
Me neither, really, in Ply Jail.
Good comment.
KQ4MKE. I looked up and I'm not sure how reputable this AI is, but it says that the West Craven tunnel system is often referred to in the context of the West Craven area in Lancaster, England. Lancaster.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
4TXW. Looks like, this is Randy in 4TXW in Blount County. Looks like 3 Mile Cavern is in Townsend, Tennessee, also known as Petaloochee Cavern.
With the emergency, could you give us a little more information on the location other than just the cavern? Go ahead.
We have 1 injured with a 60-foot drop right here. 1 injured with a 60-foot drop, 3 total outside of Bardell, Ring and Go area off of 411 cavern system.
All right, so there's 3 of you total. You got 1 injured in a 60-foot drop.
Did you get any more information, Scott?
To everybody's listening, Varnell is North Georgia.
Watch that. I figured that out when he said Ringgold. Yeah, I've got a little more information there, Roger. Not a whole lot. Apparently there's 3 of them. One of them has fallen about approximately 60 foot and is injured. This is down around Ringgold somewhere there, Roger, North Georgia.
Yeah.
Lost Sea is off 411. Madisonville, Tennessee.
The people looking for help. This is N1LST. I understand you're down there around the Ringgold area. Can you narrow that down for us just a little bit more so we can give the proper information to the authorities?
Scott?
Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
I'm in Rowe County. They're switching me to Rowe County. I need to. Yeah, hold on just a second. Tell me that emergency thing again, Scott.
Right, apparently there's 3 people are lost in a cave. 1 is injured. He fell about 60 foot. This is somewhere down there around Ringgold on 411, and they're calling it the West Craven tunnel system. Needing assistance.
BL44 channel break. We have zero cell phone reception. Battery power is almost out on this radio. We have one injured. We need assistance bad. Please, we need assistance.
But we're working on it. Can you give us a little better location as to where you're at? Give me a location as to where you're at.
For KBL 44A channel break, we're visiting to the area. Unfamiliar. We're came in off of 411. Craven's tunnel system, West Craven tunnel system. At the start of the hot coming in, there's a Toyota Tacoma, blue Toyota Tacoma, and a blue Jeep Wrangler Sahara.
City and state, please.
BL44A channel break. We need assistance. We have a serious injury here.
You have a cell phone?
Roger. A cell phone. He said they had no cell phone service.
With a compass.
State. West Craven, what now?
Hi, it's the West Craven tunnel system. Down there around Ringgold, needing assistance.
BL44 channel break. We have zero cell phone reception. Battery power is almost out on this radio. We have one injured. We need assistance bad. Please, we need assistance.
But we're working on it. Can you give us a little better location as to where you're at? Give me a location as to where you're at.
For KBL 44A channel break, we're visiting to the area. Unfamiliar. We came in off of 411. Craven's tunnel system, West Craven tunnel system. At the start of the hot coming in, there's a Toyota Tacoma, blue Toyota Tacoma, and a blue Jeep Wrangler Sahara.
City and state, please.
BL44A channel break. We need assistance. We have a serious injury here.
You have a cell phone?
Roger. A cell phone. He said they had no cell phone service.
With a compass.
State. West Craven, what now?
Hi, it's the West Craven tunnel system. Down there around Ringgold, it's off of 411. They got a blue Toyota and they got a Jeep there at the entrance or the area to this cave or tunnel system. And they almost are out of battery and they do not have cell phone service. They have one that's seriously injured and they need assistance ASAP.
KW4AG.
Got any information?
Gentleman out there that's trapped in the tunnel, if you have a cell phone, you still could call 911 unless your phone is dead.
Cell phones will not work inside of a cave. Call Georgia emergency and tell them where they're at when I get down there to them. I mean, good God, guys, the guy's going to die before you get down there to him. Hey, man, it's like a bunch of damn Republicans.
BL44A, BL44A channel break. Our critical has turned fatal. We need assistance, please.
Trying to get you assistance. I got the police department on the line. We're trying to figure out where you're at.
He's got a good signal. He should be able to tell us the city and the state. For God's sake, please give us the city and state. NYJ.
He said Ringo, Georgia. Y'all not hearing him? He said Ringo. That's in Georgia.
Narrows it down, all right.
A4 LSC, Scott's calling the Sheriff's Department in Ringgold, Georgia.
Thank you.
Sure, the net's on hold, N4IJL. We'll stand by.
Does anybody know how far Ringgold is from Dalton?
10 miles north.
Okay, just so you guys know, you guys know we've got our guys looking up maps right now, trying to find any 4WX.
Ringgold Tunnel Hill is south of Chattanooga by about 10 miles or so.
For what it's worth, I heard Crandall and 411. Crandall, Charlie, Romeo, Alpha, November, Delta, Alpha, Lima, Lima. On 411, I heard that area. There's some trails and some campgrounds in that area. For what it's worth, Cape Racism.
Is north of Chatsworth, Georgia.
AA4WX. I think I may have located some information here. I'm seeing the Tunnel Hill Heritage Center and Museum, which would be Tunnel Hill, Georgia, just to the basically right directly between Ringgold and Dalton. Over.
Hey, KD4PRH. Okay, they're working on it. They're going down that way right now. They're trying to locate them. They're on the way. So if you can hang on, there's somebody coming to help you. The gentleman's trapped in the tunnel. They got help coming on the way. They're headed that way, so hang in there if you can. Should we end the net, or what are you going to do?
We're on standby. Just everybody stand by until we get through with this. I'd say the net's over for the most part, Roger. M4IJ, I'll let them handle the traffic.
Or at least until you can get the guy to answer you back so he knows he's getting help.
Point forward, it's an emergency, and we're just standing by.
Yeah, 44, we're taking back our radio said. We're just trying to say to direct them in. We need assistance that our injury has turned fatal.
Hey, please, quickly. Please stand by until he can give us more info. M4IJ.
Jerry,
Go ahead.
give his name and a call sign.
Tried. We can't get it.
Okay, this is N1LST. If you're in the tunnel system and you can hear me, we're trying to get you help that way. They're trying to locate you at this time. Give them all the information you have given to me. Apparently, it's a different county from what we were thinking, but 911 and everybody is on top of this, and they're trying to find you guys.
It's AA4WX. If any more information is needed, this may be the Western and Atlantic Railroad Tunnel. Western and Atlantic Railroad Tunnel, directly off of Clifty Austin Road, and the spelling is Charlie, Lima, India, Sierra, Bravo, Yankee, Space, Austin Road, common spelling.
Hey, just for general information, run that by me one more time so I can make sure I got everything.
Roger, AA4WX. The tunnel I'm suspecting would be the Western and Atlantic Railroad Tunnel. It is part of the Tunnel Hill Heritage Center and Museum. It's going to be right off of Clifty Austin Road. And the spelling is Charlie, Lima, India, Sierra, Bravo, Yankee, Space, Austin, common spelling, Road. QSL?
Okay. Charlie, Lima, India, Sierra, Bravo, and give me the last part of that.
Last character of the first word is Yankee. Clifty. Lima, India, Sierra, Bravo, Yankee, Space, Austin, Alpha, Uniform, Sierra, Tango, India, November, Space, Road. Gazelle?
Yeah, Roger. So Western Manic Tunnel Hill, Clifty Natural or Austin Road, and that's where you think they're at.
The Western and Atlantic Railroad Tunnel, which is part of the Tunnel Hill Heritage Center and Museum.
Western Manic Railroad Tunnel. That Tunnel Hill Railroad or tunnel system. All right, hang on a second.
There is actually a website for that area. It's CivilWarRailroadTunnel.com. They maybe give a better area for it than for JGT.
Yeah, we've already got that information on hand here, so yeah, we're trying to get hold of somebody down there right now.
KE4BRM, the person that talked to the authorities about all this, gave them the information. Did y'all relay the fact about the two vehicles? Because that'll be the key to making sure they're in the right spot.
I did tell them about the blue Toyota and everything.
Okay. KE4BRM.
I told them to, Scott.
There's a Wrangler involved, too.
Just an observation. He said he was off 411, which is quite a ways away from Tunnel Hill. I'm not sure if he meant 41, which runs right through Tunnel Hill. Or
Run that by me one more time. She's on the phone.
Crandall, which is right along 411, so it's more likely over there, K9FIK.
That Western Manic Railroad Museum tunnels there or whatever is along 411. Is that what I'm understanding?
If Crandall is on 411, the railroad tunnel is 10 miles west.
So there was also a gentleman that said it might have been 41 instead of 411, Scott, just FYI.
All right, well, it sounded pretty clear that it was 411 or what that guy said, but, it's hard to say. Okay, so it was a blue Toyota and a Jeep, correct?
Yes.
I think I heard him say Jeep Wrangler.
Okay, I thought so too, but I wasn't 100% sure on the Wrangler.
Both blue.
That's what I got, and they were both blue. Did anybody else talk to any other authorities down there?
I talked to a guy in Georgia, Highway Patrol, and then I talked to a guy down that way that they got it swarmed out, how they said, with everybody, so they had to let me go because they was trying to find them. I gave them all the information that y'all said.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's the same thing we sort of run into there as well, Roger. I've never seen a 911 system. It's so complicated to get a hold of somebody in a different area like that. Yeah, I'm glad it's not us down in that case, but I sure hope they find them and get them some assistance down there. It really sounds like a bad situation.
The last guy called in and he sounded like he was crying. He said it's fatal now, so that means whoever it was that fell passed away.
60-foot drop, that's a pretty far drop. I hate to hear that. I'm assuming we have. As far as the people down in the tunnel system, are you still with us, or are you no longer there?
On the radio, some men with fell. Our injury is fatal. We need assistance, please.
They're trying to find you. They're on their way. We have called for assistance. They are on their way. They're trying to find you now.
We have a dark blue Toyota Tacoma. Outside of the engine coming in, there's a blue Wrangler Sierra, personalized, going to license plate, APL 44A. Please.
I think the number he's giving out is a license plate. I think it was Kilo Bravo Lima 44 Alpha.
Bravo Lima 44 Alpha?
It's the best I can make of it, and I've got one other person here that heard the same, an 84WX.
The dark blue Toyota Tacoma?
Affirmative.
Blue Wrangler. I don't know which license plate that goes to.
Hey, well, they're both together, Roger, and the Jeep Wrangler is a Sahara. It's a blue also.
Station could come back with that white 44 real time. That would be something.
I've got two inputs of the repeaters that I don't know what he'd be coming in on, but I'm trying to figure out where he might be, as far as what repeater he's coming in on, but I'm not hearing him on the two inputs, so being an HT, it was a thought that I might be able to hear him.
Hey, the license plate number that somebody's asking about is Kilo Bravo Lima 44 Alpha.
KQ4WAL. I believe he was coming in on the 443525 in Ringgold, the repeater there.
Okay, I've got that one. I'm listed the reverse on that one, and I'm listed the reverse on 14539. So I've not heard him on either one of them.
Question?
Go ahead.
This is Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Sierra Oscar. This is Bobby, and I've been listening to all this. How come, if that's going on in Ringo, Georgia, just a question, how come the ham radio operators in Ringo, Georgia, northern Georgia, central Georgia, or southern Georgia hadn't picked this radio frequency up? Or is this just, I hope it's not. I mean, there's a lot going on in this world today, and I hope it's not. But is this a prank call?
Oh, but we need to treat it as if it was a real call, you know. You got to treat them as if it's a real call, Bobby. Okay, I'm going to keep the frequency open. KD4PRH.
Hey guys,
this is Emmett down here on Lookout Mountain. There's a possibility he's coming in on my repeater, 443525. I am watching the input of that repeater. I'm looking at the controller on that repeater right now, and I'll be able to tell if he keys it up.
Emmett, the gentleman down there in the cave, do you still have a copy on it? Can you key up your radio one more time for us?
Okay, that is affirmative. He is coming in on my repeater. That is the 443525 repeater. It is located on White Oak Mountain just south of Ringo. So Scott, if he's coming in on that repeater from a cave, he's close. So I believe the 411 railroad tunnel location is probably correct.
All right. Well, like I said, they're on it. They've got that information. There's apparently several people that have been calling in there trying to relay information to them. So hopefully with the color of the vehicles and everything, hopefully they'll track them down.
All right, sir. That's the best I can do to help you. But it definitely is my repeater that they're coming into, because when he chunked it 2 or 3 times when you asked him to, I saw the controller light up.
Thank you, Emmett.
All right, we're passing this information. Give me a few minutes. I got to turn the radio down.
Okay, Roger. That repeater is located up on top of White Oak Mountain, which is just south of Ringgold, right at the Tunnel Hill exit. And if he's able to hit that UHF, I mean, that repeater's got good coverage, got a good receiver, but if he's able to hit that UHF and he's in a cave, then he's close. So I suspect the 411 railroad tunnel location is probably real close.
At the map, I'm not seeing a 411 railroad tunnel location in that Tunnel Hill area. I'm seeing it's right off of Highway 41, but not 411.
That is correct. Highway 41, not 411.
Roger, roger.
KO4 PSO said that. It's Highway 441, not 411.
Did you copy that, AA4WX?
Like maybe his radio's going dead now. Station with the emergency, save your battery. We see the repeater you're coming in on, and the authorities are on the way, but conserve your battery if you can.
This goes without saying, but prayers. November 4th, Juliet Golf Tango.
Dan 1 LSE. We passed along all the information that we have. They're working on it. And thank you, Emmett, for your information as well. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit helpful. Hopefully they can track these gentlemen down. The sheriff's department we just talked to, they're starting to think it's not even in their county. So they're passing it around there in all the surrounding areas. They're trying to track these gentlemen down, and they do have the information about the vehicles and everything that we've got.
Scott, AA4WX. It is this particular location. It will likely be northwest Whitfield County. Based off the maps I'm seeing, if it's the location we think it is, it's northwest Whitfield County. If it's not, it's southern Catoosa County, but most likely northwest Whitfield.
This goes without saying, but prayers. November 4th, Juliet Golf Tango.
Dan 1 LSE. We passed along all the information that we have. They're working on it. And thank you, Emmett, for your information as well. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit helpful. Hopefully they can track these gentlemen down. The sheriff's department we just talked to, they're starting to think it's not even in their county. So they're passing it around there in all the surrounding areas. They're trying to track these gentlemen down, and they do have the information about the vehicles and everything that we've got.
Scott, AA4WX. It is this particular location. It will likely be northwest Whitfield County. Based off the maps I'm seeing, if it's the location we think it is, it's northwest Whitfield County. If it's not, it's southern Catoosa County, but most likely northwest Whitfield.
Scott, triple this number down. Area code 706-259-7200.
That's Woodfield County Fire Department. KW4LM.
Robert, that's just a regular daytime number. You know, they sit there and say if it's an emergency, call 911. In which I've had 911 already transfers down to that area. So.
Calusa or whatever, Sheriff's Department,
Yeah.
they're on it.
Yeah, the Calusa Sheriff's Department or whatever in that area down there, they're on it. They're passing the information around. Hopefully they can track them down.
Hey, Scott, W4EDP.
Hey, Emmett.
I got a ham here who's a longtime caver, worked for a bunch of government people, and still is involved in cave rescue, and I'm giving him some, he just called me back, I'm giving him some information. He's familiar with stuff down there. He said he thinks this is probably Murray County, and he said the railroad tunnels and all that over there, there's no place for somebody to fall 60 feet. The only caves where somebody could fall 60 feet are some of the old mines that are east of 411. I know that kind of throws a wrinkle in things, but this guy's experienced and knows what he's talking about.
Do you have any way of getting a hold? I know you're down there in Chattanooga and everything. I mean, trying to get a hold of 911 down there seems to be an act of Congress. We've called Murray County.
Hey, Emmett, this is K4LSC. I called Murray County, and the lady was like real abrupt. This is not in our area, and she hung up on me at the Sheriff's Department. So the people we just spoke to were at the Catalusa or whatever that is, Sheriff's Department. They are getting a lot of the calls. They took all the new information, and they are passing it off to the correct law enforcement agency.
Okay.
This is probably what you're talking about. However,
the county that they already owned and Barnell or in. But KN4FKS, who's been a long time involved with this kind of stuff, and as a matter of fact, been involved in a lot of rescues. And according to him, there's no place for anybody to fall 60 feet except for some of the old mines.
All right, Emmett, I understand what you're saying. We've got people doubling all over the place here. But anyway, is there any way that you guys can get a hold of them?
Stand by and I can see W4EDP.
All right, Emmett, yeah, it sounds like this guy knows what he's talking about. Maybe they can split up and conquer here, and hopefully we can find these guys.
Talk to K1 Agency.
Gentleman down there in the caves, go ahead if you can try again. He's trying to send some kind of signal out there, Emmett.
SOS, save our souls.
In the tunnel, can you provide us, if you are near Chatsworth, Eaton, or Crandall, can you give us a county name or a city name, anything that you're near? Over.
4BZR, you reckon you could ask him some questions and have him key the mic once for yes and two for no or something like that?
If they're around Crandall there, can you key one time? If no, key twice. I don't know if they know for sure, to be honest with you guys, because they said they were visitors.
Maybe let's start out with, if you're able to respond to us, key your mic once. If not, well, I guess we'll know it's not. If you can respond by keying your mic once or twice, please key your mic once. Station in the cave, again, if you can respond to us, please key your mic once to let us know that you're able to hear us and that you can respond to yes or no questions by keying once for yes and twice for no. Over. Very good. We have confirmation. All right. Are you near Chatsworth? Do you know, actually, hold on, let me back up. Do you know if you are near any city name? Do you know if there's a city name that you're close to, yes or no? One for yes, two for no. Do you know if there's the name of a city that you are close to? Do you know the name of the county that you are in or the county that you entered the cave in, yes or no?
Possibly his batteries went dead. We need to sort of keep the channel open here, guys, and see what's going on here.
Yeah, we can't really figure out what's going on without communicating with the guy, though. I mean, I think this is a good way to probe and find out what's going on. So, if somebody else would like to take over control, you're more than welcome to. NA4WX.
So, if you're going to take control of it, go for it and see if you can locate them. N1 LSE, standing by.
I'd like to make a comment. N4ACO.
Go ahead.
Just interrupted in there. Anything going on this way. Everybody needs to note it and definitely follow through with it. If it's frank, then it interrupted in there. So that's my 2 cents. But I'm listening, guys. N4ACO.
Guys, let's keep all traffic that is not necessary off the repeater at this point. We can critique this stuff later on, but right now we can't critique it. We've got to try to establish communication. Station in Georgia, I just heard you again trying to key the repeater. Are you again trying to repeat us? Key 1 for yes, key 2 for no. To the original question that my colleague was asking you, do you know the name of the county that you entered the cavern in? Key 1 time for yes, key 2 for no. I heard a 1 key. I heard 1 key. Can you confirm by a 1 key, please? Roger, Roger. I copy your yes. Is it Murray County? Key 1 time for yes if it is Murray County. Confirm that it is Murray County by keying 1 time again, please. Murray County, thank you. Did you say Highway 411? Was this cavern off of Highway 411? Key 1 time for yes, please. Confirming 411, or confirming Highway 411. Are you in a state park? Can you confirm that you are in a state park? Key 1 time for yes, please. I heard 2 keys. I heard 2 keys. Are you confirming? No, you are not in a state park. Key 1 time for not in a state park. Not in a state park. I see Cohutta Springs Youth Camp. Are you near Cohutta Springs Youth Camp? Key 1 time for yes. Confirming 1 key. If you will confirm 1 more time that you are near the Cohutta Springs Youth Camp, key 1 time to confirm that. Scott, did you copy that directly? Cohutta Springs, Charlie, Oscar, Hotel, Uniform, Tango, Tango, Alpha, Springs, common spelling, Youth Camp, common spelling. So that's going to be off of Highway 411. It's going to be off of Cohutta Springs Road as well. QSL?
Station calling, station in the cave, stand by. We're working to locate where you are and get the information to the authorities. Stand by 1 second.
Station Falcon working the event. Got K4HS and he is on the phone with a member of the Murray County Fire Rescue, I believe it is.
Zach, the one on the phone with the Murray County Fire Department. Do you have all the information to give them?
Feeding him the information. We're on Discord talking back and forth.
I'll stand by. N1 LSE.
Calling. We know that you're still in distress. QSL, we were in contact with some folks with emergency services in Murray County, Georgia. Hope we're passing that information correctly based off of yours and my communication. Based off of your constant keying, can you key how many casualties we have at this time? Key for each casualty you have at this time, both injuries and fatalities. Confirming 2 casualties. Key the radio twice if you are confirming 2 casualties, either fatality or just injury. Okay, I copy 2 casualties. Key for how many fatalities you have. Key one time for each fatality you have. Confirming one fatality, the other is a casualty. Key one time, or is just an injury. Key one time to confirm that the other party is just injury. Roger, roger. Now what I want you to do is key for how many people are in your party. Injured, non-injured, and living and dead. How many people are in your party? Confirming three. Your injury, not your fatality, your injury. Are they awake and breathing? Awake and breathing. He wants to confirm they are awake and breathing. He twice if they are unconscious. Are you confirming that they are unconscious? I copied two keystrokes. Key one time to confirm unconscious. Your injury, do you have your person that is unconscious? Do you have CPR in progress? Key one time for yes, key two for no. He's standing by. Stay with me if you can. 4WX for ID.
This is KN4 KBL with Murray County EMA and 911. I'm currently on the phone with 911 at this time.
Support KBL, did you copy my communication direct?
Repeat your communication.
Communicating via keystrokes, we cannot get an audio carrier out of him. All we are getting is a Roger beat. So I've been giving him options. Key one for this, key two for this. We have, based off of my interpretation, we have three members of the party. Three members are in the party. One is DOA. The other is injured and unconscious. The third is uninjured. No CPR in progress. That's the most we've been able to pull out of him about the situation. We know that they're potentially 60 feet down somewhere in this cave, and the information that we've gotten is he may be near the Cohutta Springs Youth Camp. QSL?
That's QSL. Thank you for the information.
Best we can with limited resources. Appreciate your help. AA4WA. Emergency station. Know that we just had that emergency official on the air with us. They are working to get in or to get with you. If something changes and you need immediate, if something changes and I need to relay it to the emergency workers, key the radio 3 times distinctly, quickly for me. We'll be standing by otherwise. AA4WA. Recognize you, stand by. Station. I'm going to ask you again to confirm your location. I have you, based off of our communication, near the Cohutta Springs Youth Camp. Key one time to confirm that. One time only, please. Confirming that. You key the radio 3 times, which tells me that there is something that has changed. Does your injured party still have a pulse? One for yes. Standby station working on to get you help. Station. I don't think we're having a lot of fun communicating. If you are aware of how to do CPR and you can access the patient, please begin that now. Otherwise, what I want you to do at this time is conserve your battery. Conserve your battery. Do not key that radio unless something drastically changes. I mean drastically changes. Otherwise, if you know CPR, please try to begin CPR right now. We're working with officials to try to get you some help. AA4WA. Station in Georgia in an emergency situation. Know that I'm still on frequency. I'm not going anywhere until we get some sort of resolution. Again, if you know CPR, keep working the CPR. Stay calm as best you can. I know you're in a rough situation. We're working to get you help. If there is something drastic, that's when I want you to key the radio. Otherwise, continue CPR as best you can if that is available. And I'll be standing by. We're hoping to try to get you some help. I think we've got you located, but we're working as best we can. Please conserve your battery otherwise. We're doing the best we can with you. Station in Georgia, I have a question for you. Can you key the radio one time if you went to a place called the 5 Caves? Station in Georgia in an emergency situation. know that I'm still on frequency. I'm not going anywhere until we get some sort of resolution. Again, if you know CPR, keep working the CPR. Stay calm as best you can. I know you're in a rough situation. We're working to get you help. If there is something drastic, that's when I want you to key the radio. Otherwise, continue CPR as best you can if that is available. And I'll be standing by. We're hoping to try to get you some help. I think we've got you located, but we're working as best we can. Please conserve your battery otherwise. We're doing the best we can with you. Station in Georgia, I have a question for you. Can you key the radio one time if you went to a place called the 5 Caves? Key one time if you went to the place called the 5 Caves. Key twice if you did not go to the 5 Caves. Station calling again. Station calling again. Emergency traffic only. Keep calling. Call again, please. You did not make it through. Again.
This is W480P station that's with the emergency. We've got some people that are going to try to head down that way and triangulate signals from that radio to pinpoint that radio's location, much like they do with cell phones. Keep kerchunking. Keep keying. We'll see what we can do.
I'm still with you. This is AA4WX. My name is Josh. If you could key the radio one time only to confirm that you are still with me. If you can confirm for sure with 100% certainty that you came into where you are at off of United States Highway 411, that's 411, key the radio one time. If no, key twice. Key once for yes, key twice for no. We're just reconfirming our information here. My station in distress only. Are you familiar? Have you been on the Rocky Flats OHV trail? It's a Rocky Flats Oscar Hotel Victor trail. Key once for yes. Do not key for anything else. Just once for yes. Okay. Confirming not Rocky Flats OHV trail. QSL. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm here. I am not going anywhere. We're thinking about you. We're praying about you, but we are also still working to try to find you. So please stay as calm as you can. Do not panic as best you can. I know you've got a lot of stress. Just stay with me and conserve your energy as best you can.
W86Q, K7 Whiskey, mate.
We've got an emergency situation on frequency. Is your traffic emergency AA4WX?
Negative.
Don't mind, please, QSY so we can keep the frequency available. Thank you. AA4WX. Station in distress. We're still working to find you. I'm going to give you another name for a cave, and I want you to keep one time if it sounds right. Holman Bluff Cave. HOLMAN Bluff Cave. If that sounds right, key one. Confirming you key one time. This is the Holman Bluff Cave. Key one time to confirm yes. Key twice for no. Working station in Florida. Distress. Stand by. Still working. In distress. I hear you. I know you're still there. That would be good. If you want to key the radio once every 5 minutes to confirm that you're still with me, that's a good idea. I promise you I am not going anywhere. So, otherwise I really can't communicate more than what we already know, and I wish we could do more. So, stand by with me about every 5 minutes. Give me a couple of your chunks on the repeater with your radio just to let me know you're still here, and I will come back and talk to you. We're still working. Alright, my station in distress. This is AA4WX. I'm going to ask you a question. We believe you're on the Cohutta Springs Trail. If that sounds familiar, key one time. In distress, key one time if you're confirming you are still hearing me. In distress, if you are copying me, key one time to confirm you are copying. Hear the squelch of the repeater being broken. If that is my station in distress, key one time and for about a second or two. That way I can see if I can hear you, Roger B. Station in Georgia in distress only, please. You may have turned your radio off to conserve battery, which is not a bad thing. I appreciate that because we need to talk to you. I believe you were on the Cohutta Springs Trail. Key one time to confirm that. Cohutta Springs Trail only. Key once only, if that is correct. Confirming, one, that you are on the Cohutta Springs Trail. Now we're going to try to see how far along you might be on that trail. I want you to key your best estimate for how many hours you were on the trail. So 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, and so on and so forth. Key the amount of time you have been on that trail. Confirming 2 hours. Is that a Roger? Key wants to confirm 2 hours on the trail. I've got you down there. We're passing the information up as best as we can. So stay with me. If you do want to turn off your radio for a little while to conserve battery, please do so, especially if you've got a low battery. But again, check with me every 5 minutes just to make sure you're still with me, okay? A4WX, still working emergency traffic. A4WX, still working emergency traffic. Okay, I think we've been talking to somebody in Murray County, so I appreciate all your help. If you don't mind, if you're still around, just to monitor in case we get other information. 4WX.
While you have someone that's in that area, the very first of it, they started saying it was West Craven Caverns. This is the name they gave. In 4K.
Now, we've been down that road a million times. We've been communicating with him, and he's confirming through push-to-talk. My station in distress in Georgia. If you're still with me, key one time, please. Do you have, what I do want to ask you is, do you have a compass with you? 2 for no. You're confirming you do not have compass with you. You have, key once for yes, you do not have a compass with you. Mr. Rogers, standing by.
The emergency station, he did confirm that he was on the Cohutta Springs Trail in a 4WX.
2 emergency crews talking. Are you the one that's in Whitfield or are you in Murray? So you have, correct me if I'm wrong, your agency has located a Jeep and a Toyota QSL? Roger. Yeah, we've got that information. We've been passing it along. Appreciate that, though. A4WX.
You want to know where the vehicles are, where they're at?
Calling again, please.
The crew down there was wanting to confirm the vehicles and if you knew where the vehicles was.
We do not know where the vehicles are. We know, based off the information that we've received, it is we have got a dark blue Jeep and a dark blue Toyota. I think it's either a Tacoma or a Tundra. It's a Toyota truck, dark blue in color. Don't know the location though.
Josh.
But we have confirmed with him that he is on the Cohutta Springs Trail. We have confirmed that 100%. He has confirmed that with me.
File for 4WX and 1LST.
I've got 3 things going off at one time.
Yeah, it was a dark blue Toyota Tacoma and a Jeep Wrangler Sahara that are blue, and one of the license plates, from what we can tell, is KDL 4 Alpha.
Distress. This is a A4WX. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. 1, are you at all familiar with 3 Angel Loops? Key 1 time for yes, do nothing for no. Key wants to confirm your copying me, please. I assume your radio is off. I am standing by for when you come back to me. This is A4WX, emergency traffic only.
Evening. The time is 11 p.m. Weather conditions. Mostly cloudy. Temperature 58 degrees.
Again, the repeater. Is that my station in distress in Georgia? Once for yes. This is A4WX standing by for emergency traffic. My station in distress calling. Again, A4WX. Okay, all stations on frequency. Please hear me out. This is A4WX. I'm working the emergency situation. I am only able to communicate with our station that is in distress via chunks at this time. I ask that you please respect the repeater and do not key this repeater unless you are passing emergency traffic. No for chunks. simply because this is the only way I can communicate with the station in distress for Chunk. This is AA4WX. Thanks a lot. Station in distress, are you with me? Can you key the repeater once, please? Contact AA4WX, standing by emergency traffic. Station in Georgia trying to reach. The station in distress, are you trying to reach? Key once, please. Negative contact. Again, all stations, if you are not part of this emergency, please do not key the repeater unless you have relevant information to the emergency. I'm only able to communicate with the station in distress via her chunks. This is AA4WX, standing by for emergency traffic.
AA4WX, W4EDP.
4EDP, go ahead.
Yes, sir. What repeater are you coming through?
37.
Okay. The repeater down here that the station in distress is using is not normally linked to Kevin's system other than during the Dixie Traders Net. I've relinked it manually for right now.
Roger, I appreciate that. Certainly do. Glad it didn't cut off on us.
Well, it did, but I caught it and relinked it straight to Kevin's, so only about 10 or 15 seconds was lost. W4EDP.
Appreciate you being there. Station in distress, we had an issue with the repeater being linked up. Are you able to copy me? Key once if you can copy me. Station in distress, if you're able to copy me, please key the radio one time. Give contact, this is AA4WX, standing by for emergency traffic. Is that the station in distress trying to call me? Key one time if this is the station in distress only, please. This is the station in distress trying to call me. Key the mic one more time, please. AA4WX, all stations on frequency that were on frequency during the event. This is a long shot, but did anybody happen to copy a telephone number or anything resembling a telephone number from the station in distress? AA4WX.
Before JOE, he did not give a phone number. He said the phones did not have a signal, so they did not give any type of numbers that I heard.
AR4AFC, I confirm what you just said. Did not give any type of cell phone, cell phone coverage. Radio battery is almost dead.
Afraid that's what we've gotten into. I think his battery is completely depleted. Okay, thanks guys, appreciate it. We're still working here in the background.
I've been here with you the whole time, Josh. I don't like that. That's with no lots of these things.
You're calling, you're about 80% static. Again?
AR4AFC. You think there must be heavy traffic, but the radio doesn't have enough batteries for the rock to go?
I've asked him 2 or 3 times to confirm after I do hear a kerchunk, and I'm not getting the kerchunk back afterwards. But you do have a plausible theory. It was the latest information I've got. The fire department has tried to make access to the Cohutta Springs youth camp, and there was a gate, a locked gate. I've asked Greg, K4H, when he's working in the back, to have them go back and check the Cohutta Springs conference center. That he could have parked up in there, but AA4WX.
W4EDP. Yes, sir. I've got a big old beam pointed southeast from, I'm up on top of Lookout Mountain. Beam pointed southeast from my house would be pointed straight over that area's head down there. I was hearing a very weak signal earlier, but since you have not been able to raise him, I have not heard anything on the input of the repeater, nor have I seen activity. I'm watching the controller of the repeater, and I haven't seen any activity there either. Is there a way for me to contact you, sir?
Surely. You ready to copy a telephone number?
Roger, go ahead.
865.
Roger, I'll be calling from a 904 area code number. Just give me about 30 seconds. W4EDP.
Standing by. I am also handing over control of the operations momentarily to NA4WX. A4WX.
NA4WX, please keep the frequency clear for emergency traffic only.
Okay, sir. When I try that number, I go straight to voicemail. W4EDP.
I'm trying to call you back. My spam blocker got you. Are you at 29 or 69 number?
That is correct.
Okay, it rang and went back to voicemail. I'm trying calling again. A4WX.
Okay, sir. When I try that number, I go straight to voicemail. W4EDP.
Trying to call you back. My spam blocker got you. Are you at 29 or 69 number?
That is correct.
Okay, it rang and went back to voicemail. I'm trying calling again. 84WX.
This is KN4KBL with Murray County EMA and 911. Do we have any more information? Does anybody have any more information?
Negative. It's been about 25 minutes since we've had any contact with the station at this point. Over.
They're probably
changed. Yeah, during the beginning of his transmissions, he did mention that he had low battery capacity on the radio that he was using. So we're assuming that he probably has run out of battery at this time.
I copy that. We have in the area going to make access to the area at this time. KN4KBL with Murray County EMA.
Thank you all for your assistance. And A4WX.
You guys done a tremendous job in 4AZ.
Oh, shit.
Please, station calling. I have missed the traffic. Please come back. NA4WX. Standing by for emergency traffic. NA4WX is our station with the emergency on frequency. If you can please key up once to let us know you're on frequency. And our station that is trapped with the emergency, if you can key up your radio one time to let us know that you are still there. Okay, one more time. The station with the emergency that is trapped, can you please key up your radio one more time to let us know if you are still able to hear us? One more time, key up your radio one time, please. Over. Okay, we're going to continue monitoring the frequency for emergency traffic. NA4WX. Turning control back.
This is AA4WX, resuming control of the frequency. At this time, it is now 23:37, 11:37 Eastern Time. We've not made contact, station in distress. Otherwise, we will end operations around 11:55 after normal use. So at this time, everybody please go treat the repeater as if we are in an emergency situation. My station in distress, this is AA4WX, the guy you've been talking to. Are you able to copy me? Key the repeater once, please, if you can copy me. Station in distress only. Contact AA4WX standing by, emergency traffic.
AA4WX, this is KN4KBL with Murray County EMA 911. Are they coming in on this 440 repeater, or are they going in on a different repeater? Because I know this is a linked system.
My understanding from EAP, W4 EAP, I believe this was called.
In Purdue, W4 EDP, yeah. I'm continuing to monitor here, so I'm here with you. KN4KBL, clearing the frequency for emergency traffic only.
We have not made contact with him for 38 minutes now. Basically, the decision him and I have made is we're going to stay with it until 11:55 or midnight, and then we'll return everything back to normal use and put it in the hands of your agencies down there in Murray County.
Thank you for the information. We'll be monitoring. KN4KBL.
4WA, emergency traffic only.
If I'm on the scene for now.
That is my station in distress. My station in distress only. Call again. Station in distress only, if that is you.
That noisy signal did not come through the 443-525 repeater.
Thank you.
W4 EDP.
4 EDP. Emmett. Is this N1LST?
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, with that repeater that you're talking about on White Oak Mountain, with the gentleman on a handy-talkie underground, how far would he be away from that repeater?
Well, if he's where we think he is, as the crow flies, he's not all that far from it.
All right, I'm just sitting here thinking, N1LST clear.
Yeah, I think you're probably thinking the same things I've been thinking, but, you know, like I said, as the crow flies, he was probably, if he's where he says he is, I'm doing this out of my head, so cut me some slack, but 6 miles, 7 miles, tops. And to boot, the repeater is at a considerably higher elevation than where he's at.
Comment.
Go ahead.
Emergency traffic only, guys, at this point. Comment, do you have emergency traffic or something to contribute?
Oh,
Roger, stand by. I thought I had freedom of speech. I guess I don't.
That's not helpful.
Oh, yes, it is. Those two stations broke in there, said their comment. I was going to comment, if you're in a cave with a handheld radio, it's not going to get out. You know, come on, guys. Put your thinking caps on. And if they are in distress and it's taken over 2 hours to find them, they're probably all deceased. Come on, guys. Put your thinking caps on. Get your head out of the sand.
Friends, hear me now. We can Monday morning quarterback this another time, but at this time, these repeaters are under emergency circumstances. Freedom of speech doesn't matter at this time. Please QSY if you do not have relevant information. We can quarterback it later. AA4WX, emergency traffic only.
We're not quarterbacking. Why didn't you say that to N1LST and the other guy that broke in there? They was quarterbacking. You'll note that speech don't work for everybody except for MAGA Republicans.
Other guy's a repeater owner. Drop the mic. Emergency traffic only, please. NA4WX.
This is KN4KVL with Murray County EMA 911. Do we have any more information or anything? I apologize. I'm having to go in and out of the 911 center.
We lost contact with him approximately 47 minutes ago. Have not had any contact from that station since. W4, or I'm calling Trent as a call sign, the repeater owner, I got off the phone with him a little while ago. He did say he was getting a weak signal with a beam antenna, so and it does correlate with the general location. But again, we haven't had any contact for 48 minutes now.
Thank you for that, Dave. This is KN4KVL, standing by for emergency traffic only.
Station in distress in Georgia. Time now is 11:48 p.m. We have not had contact with you for almost an hour now. We are going to shift the operation completely over to Murray County if we cannot make contact with you in the next 5 to 10 minutes. My station in distress. Can you copy me? Key 1 for yes. Station in Georgia, was that you? Call again. In distress, was that you calling again? Call again.
34EDP negative, that came through a different lane.
Roger. Station in Georgia, was that you? Call again. In distress, was that you calling again? Call again.
34EDP negative, that came through a different lane.
Roger. This is AA4WX handling emergency traffic. Time now is 23:57. The repeater link is going to be shut off. At least the one to Emmett's machine is going to be shut off at midnight. So we're going to make one more attempt. My station in distress in Georgia. If you are able to copy me, please key your radio one time. Station in distress only. Key the radio one time. Calling the station in distress in Georgia. Can you copy me? Key the radio one time if you can copy. Okay, negative contact. If you are able to hear me but am able to transmit, be aware that we are going to turn over information that all the information that we have has been turned over to the Murray County Sheriff's Department Fire and Rescue. They are actively searching for you. Please stay calm, conserve your energy, try to stay warm, and hopefully you will have help there soon. So I'm wishing you the best of luck and Godspeed. To all the stations on frequency that have assisted in this emergency situation, I thank you for your support and your help. You all have been paramount in handling this emergency situation. To the repeater owners, the two that I know of, Kevin Duplantis, W4KEV, and Emmett, and I'm going to screw up Emmett's call sign because I just met Emmett tonight, W4ESP, I think, something like that. I want to thank those guys for their support and their help, and also Emmett for keeping your repeater link up. So again, we thank you for all the help, everybody, and Please keep this situation in your thoughts and prayers as it is resolved. At this time, we're turning control of the situation over to Murray County emergency officials, and at this time we are returning all repeaters within the W4KEV and Emmett's machine back to normal amateur use. 73, this is AA4WX.
AAW4 or AA4WX and 1LST. Fantastic job, and thank you for taking control.
This is KN4KBL with Murray County EMA and 911 AA4AX. Thank you very much for your help. We'll continue to monitor this repeater. KN4KBL.
Good morning. The time is 12 a.m. Weather conditions, mostly cloudy. Temperature 57 degrees.